It's 8:38 here on the Friday Free For All. You're listening to KDRP, Dripping Springs, Texas, and we're talking with Sam Brannon, who is running for Hays County Commissioner in Precinct 3 in the upcoming primary election. Tell us a little bit about yourself, about your background, and how you got into politics. Are you a Texas native, first of all?
I got here as quick as I could.
Okay.
We moved to Texas in 1968 or 69.
All right, that's long enough ago.
Yeah, and I grew up outside of Houston in the Woodlands, and I got to the University of Texas in 1983. I got a Bachelor of Business Administration, majoring in finance. Went to the corporate world and spent 17 years in corporate America. I worked in corporate finance for GE Capital and American Express. Second half of my career was in the supply chain industry, software and consulting. And then in about 2006, I got a little bit bored with that and started doing other things, did a little traveling. I got to San Marcos in Hays County because my parents had retired here and my sisters live in South Austin, so I just decided I wanted to make this my home. And I've decided to, I can't do the same kind of work here. I'd have to move to do that, and I just decided to make this my home. So as far as the politics of it, I just started watching County Commissioners Court as of about 18 months ago.
Going to the actual meetings,
yeah,
not sitting in your house watching it on cable television or something.
I've made about 3/4 of the meetings in the past year and a half, which is a pretty good record. And usually it's just me and a bunch of suits from Austin.
It's probably more than some of the board members.
It could be. But, I've invested heavily in understanding what the issues are and getting the word out. And you recall, I was here last year and we were doing presentations around the county on the financial situation.
Right.
And what we found out is a lot of people care and a lot of people want to know more. And that sort of developed into, hey, we've got to make a change. And we went out and spent months looking for a candidate to run for this race, what we typically call a pillar of the community. And, there's a lot of reasons why somebody wouldn't want to do that. It's difficult on their business, and races like this tend to get a little hairy.
Public life is very difficult. I mean, there's as we were just talking earlier, look at the Republican presidential nominations.
Absolutely.
I mean, those people put themselves out there, and then they just get hammered on every level from their political viewpoints to their personal life, and it can be an untenable situation for somebody who wants to make a difference in government.
It can be. In fact, after I announced at the end of October, I got about 20 emails that were, why in the world would you want to do that?
Have you looked in your closet lately, Sam Brannon? Do you know what these people are going to do to you?
Yeah, well, I'm really not that worried about it. As part of my work with the school district, I passed the FBI background check, so we know there's not anything really bad out there. Yeah,
all right. I don't know if I could do that.
And I've had our steering committee for the campaign. They went through and did a full vetting, and they've got a real good story to tell on what my history is. So I'm not worried about what will come out. Of course, there will always be rumors and innuendo, but that doesn't slow me down any.
Well, it doesn't slow the big boys down either. So on the county level, I suppose you can probably slide on a few things. Nobody's perfect, right?
Yeah.
Everybody's got a little something going on. All right, we're talking to Sam Brannon. He's a candidate for Hays County Commissioner in Precinct 3. In the upcoming primary election. When we don't know that's going to be, and we'll talk about that in a minute, and we'll also talk about some of the important things related to the growth of Dripping Springs, Wimberley, and Hays County.